Hello everybody, we're here, I'm here, and we're going to paint a little Battletech today, whenever you're watching it. As you can see from the, point the right way, right? That way. Ghost Bears, Transparent Ursidae, for the technical term. We're going to do a little Ghost Bears painting, so yeah. I have some mechs to do. I'm going to do up a few. Next just wandered into the room. Hi.
Nobody's watching, so I'm just gonna...
They're watching.
No, I saw it said 0 people watching.
And then the 52 that just showed up on YouTube, yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. We're going to start painting. Yeah, he doesn't like to be on camera. He's shy. So with that, we're going to look at the board here. We're going to look at the paint. We're going to look at the minis. I went through Master Unit List to pick out mechs that would fit for the faction. And I sprayed them white, and he's like a velociraptor. Slamming his feet through. These are spray painted just white. That's all that has happened with these guys. These three here. I have two others in the wings that have been already coated up and ready for the detail work. I'm going to show you what I did to get to this point. Because this guy and this guy are the same mech. Okay? So I wanted to do that on camera. I have 3 colors, 4 colors. I got a 4th color. But the colors I'm going to use are, for the base coat, Battleship Gray Speed Paint from Army Painter 2.0. This is actually quite fantastic. So I'm going to be using that. I'm going to do light panel work. Just panels here and there. Nothing too extravagant, but I'm going to do this Regal blue. I'm going to do that. It's in the Vivid Blues section of Warpaints Fanatic. Another fantastic color. And then for the weaponry and other metal bits, we're going to use gunmetal. Also Warpaints Fanatic. And then for the cockpits, we are going to use a red color. Because apparently they like red. And we're going to use Citadel Spiritstone Technical Red. It's kind of like a gemstone look. I like the look of it and the way it happens on the windows. So, I've been shaking up Battleship Gray quite a bit. Got to keep shaking it, make sure it's nice and liquid and mixed, because speed paints definitely need to be mixed up properly to do what needs to be done. Or even better, this one's very old and run down. It's a base coating brush. We'll use it. So, if I get off camera, let me know. But I think I might be all right. Because I got my magnifier right here. It's right there in frame, not in frame anymore. You know, so it can be, so things can be seen. Let me bring this down just a little bit. There we go. And we just make sure we get the paint into the brush and then paint it on. Making sure we get it into all crevices. I just apply very liberally. I just get the paint on the mech. There are other ways to do it, like, you know, just hitting it lightly with the color, but I also want the mech to, you know, be this Battleship Gray color. I mean, I'll go over it with the brush after I've coated everything to try and pull it off of the highlights in the upper sections of the mech. As much as possible. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave this unhinged here. Because this process tends to use a fair amount of paint. Because you want to make sure that you get all the sections hit. So once you get them all hit, then it's just a matter of taking it and gotta make sure, because I had a corner right there that had 0 paint on it. There we go. Beautiful. Pull it off that knee a little bit, or whatever you want to call that thing. I don't know if it's a knee. It's something. And there, he's been coated. Just tap one spot. Didn't look like it had anything on it. So we'll just set her off to dry, and then we'll hit the Mad Cat. Get this bad boy done up and looking good. So I'm going to be playing some Ghost Bears when I do battle this Tuesday. Just because I wanted to do it. I just finished watching a movie today. Had nothing to do with mechs at all, but it was a big giant stompy thing. Godzilla -1. A fantastic movie. I wish my wife had been around to see it, because she would have absolutely loved it. But sadly, not happening. She was here in spirit. Speaking of spirits, the technical term to these guys are the transparent Ursidae. Because that's the scientific term for bears. And transparent would be, ghostly. So, yeah. I am in the process of putting to my website some new product. Banners. The banners are going to be all flavors of factions and companies and stuff. Which will be pretty fantastic. Once they get put out there, be able to get your favorite faction. And display it proudly on your wall. From the transparent Ursa Day to the metal dogs, the purple birds, and all sorts of other groups. The swordsmen, the blue fist, the dragons, you know, all those good houses and whatnot. Show your support for your favorite house and or clan. And if you're a mercenary, collect them all so you can show your support that you'll work with anybody and everybody. Because that's what mercs do. If you're watching this, come back and catch our plays of Alpha Strike on Heroescape terrain. That has been a blast. However, I have taught my nephew well, because he seems to beat me at a regular pace, and it's starting to irritate me. Because I've been playing this since the 80s. And I was pretty good at it too. You know, getting into the tournament scene and placing 7th in state finals in Indiana. Which was no small feat. Of course, that was classic because they didn't have alpha back then. So, I guess bonus points for alpha. Okay. I think I'm just about done with this guy. Oh, I missed a spot right there. I missed a spot right there. I missed the whole portion of his leg. Really isn't that special. Alright then. Martin. That's true. We don't expect it at all. Ever. How's it going? Hair on my mech. Okay. So now that I think I've gotten these guys. Let me dip his leg again just to make sure I get everything on it. Well, I mean, you could complain about that temperature out there, because that is a bit much for this area, this neck of the woods. Okay. Yeah, central air is a godsend right now. Don't need the fan, because my central air is good. Now, what faction do you like in Battletech? You're a dragon fan, right? Or is it the Dragon's Fury that you like? I mean, they're both kind of the same, I suppose. Lactose intolerant, enjoying ice cream is always good when it's a non-dairy ice cream. Jade Falcon is definitely a thing. Those green turkeys? Oh yeah. Next week I should have my prototypes of the pennants that you can hang in your room to support your local faction. So these three have been basically done up in the paint that I wanted to do them in. This guy don't want that spot on his. Oh, shit. And yeah, they look really good. If you're on the Discord for LingSter Games, you can check it out in the Thursday stream, because that's where I put them. But I mean, you can look at these guys. They are drying up quite nice. I didn't want to do these and then sit here and chit-chat while they dried. I figured I'd show you this is what the speed paint is doing to these guys. It's getting into those little nooks and crannies, and it's making it look pretty darn good. The finished version... What kind of Discord command are you talking about? There's the dry that I did from yesterday. You can see the detail in the lines and the edges and stuff. Oh, that kind of Discord. That's true. We haven't opened up the Discord to the world yet. I suppose we probably should, you know, get people interested and join up and stuff. I'm sure people would enjoy that. I mean, I can always raise up that suggestion in the chat and see what happens. Because originally it was just a gathering of everything for all the different stuff that we do. I'd have to probably lock down certain things. So, but I'm going to paint these two guys tonight, leaving these other three to dry. Once they're fully dry, I will paint them up. But I'm going to work on these two dudes here. The Viper and the Marauder 2. And they're going to get a nice dose of this beautiful Regal blue. Yep. So let's get to the Regal blue. Oh, that's a nice looking blue. All right. All right, now, where's my brush? Where's the go-to? I believe this is my go-to brush. My level 1 brush right here. Been using it for a couple of months now. The tip is starting to not be pointy, which is, for a $4 brush, that's pretty good. You know, to take that long to stop being pointy. Alright, let's start with the Vipey. Vipey. I want to hit panels, but I'm not sure what panels to actually hit. I don't want to go hog wild on them, so we'll just hit a few here, a few there. We're going to start with this panel here. Which isn't really so much a panel as it is like an armor piece on the joint. Now, I'm not going to have the weathering on these panels. They're just going to be straight, beautiful panels. Clean panels. So we'll do these feet and we'll move up the neck. And I think this is the third and more than likely final clan faction I'm going to paint. Because I don't want to get into too many different factions. Because then I got to buy more mechs to fill out the factions. Whereas just having the clan, the Ghost Bears, the Jade Falcons, and the Clan Wolf is going to be enough. I mean, I'm already doing most of the great houses. Not all of them, but most of them. I'm leaving out House Liao. Only because it's just another green mech. And I really don't want to do another green mech. Because I've already got the Highlanders for their green. And when I start doing Davian, I'm going to have their green. So, yeah. This is tough. Yep, this is tough. Okay. Might do those panels. I'm thinking maybe. I got it though. The ones that are deep inside the mech like this are tough to hit. It's hard to get that brush right on in there, you know? And then, oh good. Oh, there's one panel left. Thought I had them all. Okay. Now, that's the legs. Let's do... Let's do this, I think. I don't know if I want to do it, but I'm going to try it. Oh, relax, Missy. Nobody's here. Nobody's here, Treya. Nobody's here. Okay. Match it up over on this side. And make sure I'm not touching things that I don't want to touch. Okay. Ooh, hit that panel too. So this is more just, you know, what panels would look good in this blue? Is basically what I'm looking at. Nose cone. We're going to do the nose here. I believe, if I know my lore, the Ghost Bears eventually disbanded, renamed themselves, and became the Rassalog Dominion? Alright, I think that is enough on the mech. Actually, I'm going to do that bit right there. Whatever this tower thing is. I mean, I'll paint the gun in the gunmetal. But let's do this tower thing here. That it's attached to. Let's get the back of the mech here. There's one panel I want to hit back here in the middle of the butt. Oh, actually, I'll leave the butt alone. I'll do this panel here. Perfect. Now, to the arms. The arms. I know. I'll just paint this whole box, the outer casing of the box, on his arm. Yeah, that'll work. Hold the leg to keep things steady. Because I'm not as steady as I used to be. Makes it difficult. Of course, if I would use that mini holder, I would probably do better. It's a little tough to use without the blue tack. And I think that is all the blue I'm going to put on him. I think he looks pretty tasty, pretty nice. Once I get the gunmetal down, it'll look just as good. Get that third color in there. So, let's work on the next dude with the blue. We know what we're painting on this guy. These PPC arms definitely needed to be blue. Just the tips. Now, one thing I haven't been doing on the mechs is I've not been putting the laser coloring, because my mechs are not ready to be firing yet. You know, they're not all sitting there waiting to fire off, you know. Now, if I get a little sloppy on this, it's okay, because the gunmetal is going to go inside. That looks pretty good. Now to do the other one. Ooh, I missed the bottom? I missed the bottom. Yep, I missed the bottom on that one. Fixed it though. As I'm rounding the horn of this one. Oh, I need paint on it. Hell, I dipped the paint. I gotta get the paint. Seriously, dude? What the hell are you doing up there? Practicing your wrestling moves? His wrestling moves? Not too bad staying in frame, huh? All right. Come on, girl. You do not need to go back out there. Very clean. I really like the Mad Cat 2 sculpt. Nice, deep lines. Easy to deal with the panels you want to deal with. Now this one, I'm not going to go as hog wild. And I think with the rest of my Ghost Bears, will probably be the same. They're not going to be as nuts with the blue. Because I'm kind of liking just that. I mean, I'm going to put a little more blue on the legs, but I really don't think it's going to be much. I think maybe the minimalist approach for this color is what's gonna work. Just that little bit of blue on the legs. Maybe another bit on the side. Yeah, I think another little bit on this side. Right here. That is like, and I might put a little blue on the back of the neck. Might. Yeah, I think I will. No, that's going to be silver. I'll do those two little bits here. Not sure what they are. Now, as far as what galaxy or what unit this is, this paint scheme, I'm not sure. Somebody had done a paint scheme similar to this on their mechs. They did the Battleship gray, and then they did, you know, this blue on it. And I just really liked it. Matter of fact, okay. That really didn't do what I wanted it to do, did it? Perfect. Yeah, I think that'll work out nicely. So my one, the first guy, the Viper, looks to be mostly dry. Let's careful how we pick this guy up. I didn't think that was gonna work. This will, though. A little bit more on the brush, not much, because this is a nice indented panel. Let that bad boy dry. And then we'll get to that color to get the grays on that one. Okay. All right. We are looking at gunmetal now. Okay. Back to the Viper. Don't you want to land the little pillow girl? Wouldn't that be better? Hey. Okay. Get inside here. Right down the middle. And let's get the front of this SRM 4-pack. It's on this arm here. Get the edges. And because it's an Omni, we're going to go in here as well. Okay. Oh, we got to get the jump jets. He's got a bunch of them. That's these little things back here. These are the bad boys. Bad boys. Bad boys. Okay. Drop on that one. Let's go to the next one. Okay. How many jump jets does this bad boy have? Because it looks like I'm going to be painting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I bet you this is got strong jump jets. 6, 9, 9. That would be nuts. 699 would be nuts. He's a jumping fool. That's the one. One of the other ones down here. Oh, God. Huh. Definitely down underneath. So let's get under there. Okay. That's that one. Now we need to go to these guys up here because there's a bunch up here too. So many jump jets. I'm touching things I'm not supposed to be touching. Yep. I touched the guns of Navarone here. Fine, I'll put that finger down. Trying to find a finger to put down. Couldn't find one. Okay, last one. This better be the last jet. Last exhaust. Excuse me. Last exhaust port. Okay, exhaust port done. How to get in here. And then I gotta get up in here. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I kind of liked the idea of the blue, but I'm just gonna change my mind. Made it all silver instead. that gunmetal color. Okay, I don't know what this gun is. Might be a head-mounted small laser. Or something, I don't know. And you know what, I'll do the backs of the gun on the one arm. Alright, hold. Just like that. Let's get this cockpit glass, huh? Woo, doggy. This is some serious cockpit glass. Okay. Done. With him, we're going to start with the cockpit glass on this guy. There is a guide for those of you who are painting mechs and don't know where the glass is for the cockpit. There's a guide that shows you on all the Citadel paint mechs, or CGL mechs, Citadel mechs, shows you right where the cockpits are on all these plastic minis. It's beautiful. It's a very, very big help, because there are some designs out there that question your sanity as far as where the actual cockpit is, because some of them just look weird where they are positioned. And some of them you would think, oh, it's this. Nope, it's that. And then you're like, son of a bitch. I had a guy that painted the cockpit glass of a mech, and he's like, yep, that's where it is. I'm like, nope, it's actually over here. And he's like, son of a bitch. He wasn't happy. To say. Then he's like, nope, it's going to be right here, right where I painted it. I'm not going back. I'm like, sure, artistic license, I suppose. All right. This guy, I think I'm just going to do the tip of his gun, not the entire thing. We're just going to hit the front of the gun. Yeah. Okay. Now, What else do I need to do on him? Oh, I know what I have to do. Right in there. This guy's got leg joints. I have to sneak this brush in to do. And then I'll get the other side. Yeah. Good. Good, 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 good. Now, I'm going to paint this little strip here, right inside here. Gotta get in here. So I'm gonna paint this thing here. The gunmetal. Because joints really shouldn't be painted. Paint would scrape right off. So, yeah, there we go. Beauty, eh? She's a real fine beauty. Ooh. Can I get in there? Or nope, I'm gonna go for a different brush. I want this guy to look really good. Where is he? Where is he? Nope, not that one. Is it this one? Or is it that one? That one is this one. 10-aught. Actually, nah, yeah, this one will be fine. This one will be just fine. Dry the hands and let's go. Let's get in here. Beautiful. It's just thin enough and super long. To hit this joint in here, which is the torso mechanism to twist around. And I think I might do this panel here. And I'll do this panel here. And then, while I got this brush, I will do this right here. I'm going to switch brushes though. I don't want to damage this one by painting these lines that I could easily hit with the other one. This is a better brush for this. Rotate carefully, and then back down this way. So I just wanted to get these 3 upraised sections of the torso. And I did. Oh boy, did I. Oh, 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 oh. Better. That one needs a little touch. Perfect. All right. And now, so this video doesn't go on 6 hours of painting mechs. I gotta touch something up here. Okay. And lastly, but certainly not least, the cockpits are more than likely dry. We're going to shake up the Spiritstone Technical. Pop this bad boy out. You're a little gloopy because you're old. But you're still workable. All right. You are still very much workable. Ooh, that's a bit much. I gotta be careful. This is too much. That was too much paint on it. Okay, and too much. Just trying to tap the window area so the paint just kind of comes right off the brush and hits that area just fine. And doesn't do what that one did. Damn it. Ah, blast. I'm just ruining everything. God damn it. Ugh. Bloody hell. I screwed this sucker all up. See, red on white. When you screw it up, it just ruins everything. So now I'm going to have to try and fix it as best as possible. Let's start by fixing this blue on the nose. And then we will go from there. We'll have to fix it, and then you'll see it at the very end, how it turned out. This mech, however, is going to be easy and won't get messed up, right? Because we're just doing that, right? And that's it. We're not adding any extra in there. That's it. That's what we're doing. I gotta try and fix this other color. Well, you know what? Let me put the red into the window here. At least. And then I'll just touch it. I'll just fix my mistake. Carefully fixing the mistake. But this guy is pretty well done. I didn't do the base. I gotta do the base. The base is going to be painted just plain old basic black because that's what I like. So, as a matter of fact, while he's doing his thing, let me go get the black, and we'll polish these two up. Black. My dog is just going to sit in the way, isn't she? One thing I do not like about Pro Acryl is they get messy on the tip. I know that's what she said. Shut up. So. I know it's going to look a little weird with this white in here, but I gotta fix it. Once the white is dry, then I can put the Battleship gray back over it, and it'll be just fine. Just fine. But now I need to get my brush. Here it is. this guy, this ugly old regiment painter. Move you back. Oh. Get the black out. Put that black in my little thing. You know, I love this thing. It's so beautiful. That black is gone. I've been using it a lot. Now, something I was going to do and I didn't do it because silly me, I just thought of it. Now I'm going to tell you what I was going to do and I should have done it while I was sitting here. The fronts of the bases, so you can see where the mech is facing, is going to be the color of the faction or the mech. It makes for a better way, you know, to view these mechs. So, on that note, I'm going to do something silly. Get my little thing here, and I'm just going to go like this and go whoop. And just wipe that color right off of the front of this mech. Get the edge here. And get the top edge. And then once it's dry, we'll hit it with that Battleship gray. So to not do that again, we're going to actually leave it not paint it this time. Ooh, I almost set him down on top of the frickin'. That would not have been good. Not been good at all. Yeah, I'm a fan of the basic black base. I've always been a fan of a black base. It just works. Okay. And now, we still have some white left. I'm going to hit this white quite nicely. Blah. But when the black is still wet and you're trying to put white down, it tends to muddy the waters, huh? Silly rabbit. Okay. And that white will go to Battleship Gray when it's dry. Now, I still have Battleship Gray. Get this out, get this mixer out. Mix up the Battleship Gray that's still out. And let's see what we can do about fixing this mech real quick. This will hide that white. It'll hide the problem that I had. A little touch more right down in here. And yeah. There's a spot that didn't get any Battleship Gray in here. So just put a touch in there. And I think therefore I am. Right? Is that how it goes? Yep. Okay. That is what we got. Like I said, I'll hit the fronts of them once the two fronts are dry, and maybe a couple of touch-ups here and there, but otherwise, I mean, it looks pretty good. If you're watching on YouTube, you won't see my smiling face for long because there's going to be pictures of that mech and that and all the other mechs, and they're just going to be all scattered about. You know, I'm going to have lots of pictures. It's going to look good here. It's going to look good there. And they're going to look really good everywhere. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, do everything that you need to do to keep abreast of everything that we're doing here on this channel. And we will catch you guys on the flip side. So, go transparent, Ursidai.